Alright guys, welcome back. This is SpatulaOfTheAges. Welcome to another Legacy Enchantress video. So, I don't know actually whether I'm going to upload, like I was doing some practice rounds earlier, but they weren't that entertaining. It was like burn and pox was weird. Anyway, so the list that we're running today is pretty much what I've been running for a while in the main deck. But then, like, the sideboard plan has changed a little bit, partially to deal with elves. That's pretty popular right now, and with Archon, we didn't actually like have anything except to like race to Doomwake. We're trying Peacekeeper is like our main game 1 plan. They actually can't deal with it game 1. Game 2, we're gonna try to steal a game, like hope that they stumble. We could steal with Gaddock Teeg through GSE, and I hope that they don't have a glimpse hand, or we could steal one with Tabernacle. Pretty much you're hoping they don't have the glimpse hands. Those are the ones that are the hardest for us to deal with. Okay, Eminem with a 3. So, I mean, I see no reason we wouldn't keep this. I guess there's no reason not to look up this person's. Except for the time that it takes. Delver. Let's hope so. Yeah, but we've got our acceleration, we've got multiple enchantresses, and we've got another cheap enchantment through abundant growth. We're going to start off going in blind. You should name blue in this build. This is the 3 invocation list. You have more sources of white. If they are like on something like turn 1 chalice, with blue you can invocation, copy it later, and get different colors with it, use it for mana fixing. Alright, so they are on Delver, either Grixis or Death Shadow, probably. Since we have like a fair number of cards in hand, I'm actually gonna like lead with this wild growth. And then I'm gonna Argothian first and abundant growth. And if they don't have a force of will here, it doesn't actually really matter. I'm gonna try to cast this abundant growth either way. So this is kind of like an ideal turn 2, obviously, against Delver, and we still have 4 cards in hand. So our main concern at this point is pretty much going to be like if they like maybe double down. If they flip this turn, we're obviously on a serious clock. If they don't, it's like okay. The weird thing, like, I don't think it's a very well designed card because basically like a coin flip determines like how many turns you get by 1, which is significant in Legacy, like having an extra turn or not. Also, it should probably be red, but here we are. So that's a pretty good draw. I'm actually going to lead with the grass because I don't want it to get spell pierced, and then I'll presence. Probably. I guess I should have left. If I was going to lead with the grass, I should have. That was dumb. I should have like I should have left this land on tap because if I draw wild growth off of this, then like I could get the extra free card. I would generally like take the free card, especially against a tempo deck, rather than like trying to play it after the presence. So that was a mistake. I think we will pay 2 for it, to be honest, although I don't know what our plan is if we don't draw 1 green mana enchantment or land. If we don't draw land, actually it could be awkward to pay for the upkeep. I know I said I was trying to protect against spell pierce, but I don't know, if we don't draw this land, it's weird, right? Like, well, I guess we still get a turn out of it. And a free card. I got a double spell pierce it. Oof, card advantage. Alright. They got us. Land or 1 green mana enchantment. Nice. Alright. Land? We've already got whatever we need from the abundant growth. I doubt they're like main deck and winner, or they're on Grixis clearly. We'll just name green. That's pretty good. We did get rid of 2 counters. And they spend a turn dealing with it. And it hasn't even flipped yet. What has it got? Preordain? Okay. Alright. So game one's looking pretty good. We're going to look for a Doomwake. I think we might lead with the Invocation because we can copy a Wild Growth and then Presence. And just take 6 next turn. We can deal with that because by then we'll have like a lot of cards and a lot of mana. So I think I'm going to lead off with this. Put it on here as just a Wild Growth just to save a second of clicking because I'm just going to Presence anyway. Once I draw Sanctum. Do need to try a second land though, so let's not get too cocky, I guess. Well, I've got a Preordain and a land and 2 random cards, and a Volcanic specifically. So it's unlikely they haven't forced them at this point. I haven't even cast the Preordain yet. So during the upkeep, I think I'm just going to get the extra card off the Invocation, although, I don't know, we do need the mana. We probably need the mana more. If we could, like, if we draw a land, we could go for the Doomwake pretty safely if it's a Sanctum, but otherwise just exactly and get dazed. Go to 3 and get bolted. I don't like that plan. Preordained, did they shuffle? The 2 cards on the bottom. Or shuffle, whatever. You know what I mean. Do we want the Wild Growth, or do we want the Abundant Growth? I think we're going to go for the Abundant Growth. Oh, I don't know why I didn't move that. That was dumb. So we're going to lead off with the grass. Because we know we want that. Free card. Land. That's good, but we're going to hold off because maybe they, maybe we can find a Sanctum. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So that's not. We could Oblivion Ring this and then Wish for the Doomwake for next turn. I think that's right. I guess they could like have double bolt, but take risks and a land. Double bolt and a land is what they would need. It's unlikely. We'd have 6, 7. Should we Wish now or Ground Seal? I think we should Wish. Well, we can. Alright, let's hope they don't have land double bulk. We're not seeing new cards this turn because they brainstormed in response. So, odds are pretty good that we survive this turn at least. Next turn is another matter. If I miss a land drop, I think we just copy the grass with the Invocation. That would be good. Did they think it was 1 minute? Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I think we'll just go for the grass. So I guess actually we should just, rather than playing the Doomwake, which is more of a mana sink, we can actually Invocation first. Alright, we are still a little concerned about this double bolt, but what if they just have it? Can't think like that. I mean, I think they have 1 bolt, but I think they've got a dig for the other one. Nice. Not a Spell Pierce. Although Spell Pierce means they can't double bolt if they're stuck on the red mana. So, that'd still be good. Although, often I think, do they run more than 2 Spell Pierce? So that gets them 2 cards deeper than they had before, right? Yes. They put 2 back, they drew 1. So they're seeing 2 new cards. They're only going to be able to get a rid of 1 at most. So still suboptimal brainstorming, which is always good. Don't want them to get the full value out of it. Alright. I am worried about our life total, though. I don't like being in double ball range. So if we can't go off next turn, we can just like Living Wish for Night of Autumn. I think I might do that. I'm not sure I'm going to pay for the real grass. Well, I guess. Alright, I guess I will. Always put the cumulative upkeeps at the bottom of the stack. Because otherwise, if you do it the other way, then like you can't flicker before they get an age counter. Do I want to, yeah, I do, because I can just like Living Wish for Night of Autumn actually, and it means that they would need all 4 bolts. And the grasses shut off their attack plan, so like in the absence of like actually going off right now, we should just get the Night of Autumn. We don't really need any more blue mana because there's only the one Invocation left in the deck. I'm going to run the Knight out first to protect it from... I can't spell Pierce it. I guess I get double days, but what a way to live. This may seem like overly conservative. I'm just like not interested in leaving them out at this point. And like we're gonna draw so many cards, like we're fine on that front. Like even if they do like get a Thoughtseize or something. Alright. So if Delver decks are on the play, I sometimes take out Wish. I don't know if that's right against the Grixis variants. This is from like, oh, that's from a while ago. Let's just look at, oh, this is my page for that. Alright, let's look at what Grixis Delver tends to run. What was I looking up, man? Yeah, right, whether we should do the minus Wish thing. So, like, obviously anything like a Dismember or Braid would come out. Man, that list doesn't seem standard to me. Yeah, it's not. But like maybe a couple of bolts, Bitter Blossom if it's there. They'd probably take out like a couple of threats. Like True Name's really not very great against us. I could really just dodge his O-Rain. O-Rain is like questionable. It depends on which version they're on a little bit. I think if they're on the play, I'm inclined to take out the Wishes, bring in the Doomwake, the Argothian, Chokes. Maybe one like O-Rain in favor of In the Eye of Chaos, perhaps. Courser probably over. Maybe over Ground Seal. I don't know. Kind of want to protect your Doomwakes in case of surgical. Maybe the second O-Rain, I don't know. The O-Rain would be better against Angler. I guess against Delver. The Courser, it's really only good against like a Pyromancer if they're running it. I mean, the life gain is good and the card draw can be good, but it can't be bolted unless it's already blocked. I don't like the idea of having no O-Rains though. I don't know, but maybe that's just like the fear talking. Yeah, we'll just, alright, we'll just do it like this. We're a Doomwake deck now. Which is usually pretty good against Delver. Turn 1 Guile with no acceleration. Not good if they're on a fast start. We're doing extra cards and we can lead up to a choke. I think it's good enough to keep, but we'd like to top deck a Wild Growth. Alright, they like their hand, they like the top card. Oh, fast hand. That's probably an instant too. Well, we'll save our fetches for the Guile. Good days, I suppose. Well, hopefully they don't keep much else. Inquisition. I imagine that's going to take a choke. What do you guys think? I would probably take the choke if I was them. But maybe I'll take the Enchantress. choke. I mean, especially since I already have the Guile out. Like, I'm probably going to find another Enchantress. Really hope that one doesn't blind flip, or we'll be in real trouble. Nice. I think that's nice. We want both the grass, and we actually want all of these cards. Do you go? Oh no, we can't go for the Argothian. Shit. We want all these cards. We can Abundant Growth on the Catacombs, then grass. It's a little greedy because they could wasteland us, but then the Sanctum's not going to get wastelanded. So what do we want? We're not going to cast the Argothian this turn, so it can stay on the bottom. The land, and then the grass. The life gain might, or the not losing life rather, might be worth it after all. Let's hope they don't have days? Question mark, but well. So we pay the upkeep. Then we play. We draw the Argothian. Play the Abundant Growth. Make it a forest first, obviously. They're only on 2 cards in hand, so I think we're just going to keep this grass up to slow them down, prevent them from like cantripping. Those cards are all good. I want all of those. Sure. But we also want the maybe we want the Invocation actually more than the Argothian. We go like, oh, we can't pay the grass next turn. So we do need the Argothian. Alternately, we could like go for the Argothian this turn, but then like I don't like leaving ourselves that open. We can just do the Abundant Growth, which like doesn't seem that exciting, but it'll mean the Sanctum makes a lot more mana next turn. By a lot more, I mean like 1 more. But I guess we also get an extra card and the color filtering. So. What you got? Alright. It's interesting that they would just like... Do they like their preordained cards? Yes, they do. Well, we'll be days proof on this choke, but then we're looking at pressure, so we'd need to find a second grass. No reason not to look. Okay, there's the second grass. Do we actually then lead with the... We can let the grass die, then play the second Argothian grass. I think that might be good, and then like we can still like just check next turn. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of getting the choke out now. Then if we do that in the grass, we grass first, then choke, still be days proof. pay the upkeep. The next turn we Argothian. We can pay the upkeep with Sanctum if we don't find another land by then. I think I like that. They can't really do anything at that point, and they're choked out. Unless they have Force of Will. And then they're on 0 cards. But they do know with the next card, so it's probably going to flip. Okay, so we've got to worry about the 2 guys on the board, the possibility of a wasteland, and Force of Will. Okay, I do have a land. Alright, well, can't win them all. Okay, that's good. We wanted the forest so that we can Argothian ground seal. Okay, it's actually not so bad. We've got another one coming up. We're going to do this anyway. And they're in total top deck mode with a choke and grass in play. So, not a bad position for us to be in. And a Guile as well. And we know there's a Argothian coming up. So, I like Arrows. That's a pretty good top of the deck. I'm inclined to just like actually use, yeah, so we gotta use the Sanctum unfortunately, but at least that way we can cast a spell this turn. Can't daze us. So like Wasteland at this point would be a little bit annoying, but like you also have to think like that then they would lose a land that untaps under choke, which they would want. It could be like the worst case scenario for us at this point would be like if they top deck like Wasteland Winter Orb. But you don't have to worry about that. It's an interesting choice. I don't think I would have lost one of my lands for Thoughtseize at this juncture. Okay. I guess they're, actually that kind of makes sense if they're basically saying whether they should scoop or not. Which, yeah. Alright, so we too had Grixis Delver. It is a very good matchup, so not a shock. Yeah. Deck did what it's supposed to do. Beat the fair blue decks. Alright, how much time is left in the round? Oh, fair bit. Alright, I'm gonna be stopping this recording and stitching them back together later. So I'll see you guys in a minute.